Hello, this is just going to be a quick video for Megan and her students on Sir Duke and how to do the guitar part for it. So I do the guitar part a little bit different than the recording, but I think it works pretty nice when you have kind of a large ensemble you're playing with. We did this over at Salisbury University last semester for the World Drum Experience, and this is about how I did it there. So the opening part to it, I usually play like this. So you just kind of start off with this B major chord right here. It's kind of like an F chord that you'd play down here, just moved up. So like 9, 8, 7, 7. I just go right up that. This next part, this is like a G sharp minor chord. And then after that, that's just like a G major chord. Frets for that one would be 5, 9, 7, 6, 7. Then I do 8, 7 on the top string. You could probably also define a few other ways to play that one. You can move the B down to here. Then after that, you're just into the verse where you have just strumming the chords. I like to do these kind of funky higher string chord shapes. These are pretty close to the ones they do in the song anyway. They just do more of this. Let's see, I think it's more like they break the notes up rather than strumming them. So I tend to do it more like this. Then you're into the next portion of the song after that. So this is that same B major shape from before. Then I move it down to a G sharp minor shape. This is like 6, 4, 4, and 4. And then after that, I'm doing a G9 shape. It's kind of the staple of funk guitar right here. This is like 10, 9, 10, 10, 10. And I move that down a half step, you get an F sharp 9 chord. All the same voicing, just move down a half step. And then we do that again. Except this time we move down another half step to an F9 chord. Same voicing. And the next portion, probably, I'd like to call it the pre-chorus, so it's right before we go to the chorus of the song. We're just going to be doing these really staccato hits on the same chord voicing we're doing before. These are all these ninth chord shapes. And do an extra little hit at the top of it. And I'd like to do like a few extra hits on the top part to sync up with the trumpets. And you're basically going to do that again. Except this time you go up, it's going to be like, going to go a little extra. I'm going up to the 9th fret. I do it that time. So it's like straight up. It's kind of hard to take it out of context to it. So let me pair it with the previous part. I might slide down from it. So your climb kind of starts right at the 5th fret. And then you're into the chorus of the song. Chorus, I start off with that same B major shape again. Makes a lot of sense since we're in the key of B with this song. And sometimes I'll throw like these little hammer-ons on the top of it. That's kind of optional. I don't do that on the recording, but I think it sounds kind of nice. portion. So some of those chord shapes I do, again, B right here. This is like a really strange change. This is F minor 7 right here. This voicing, pretty common voicing. This is like 8, 10, 8, 9, 10 with the bar on my first finger. So, and I come down here. This is an E major 7. This is like 7, 9, 8, 9, 7. And then from there, sometimes I do this a little bit differently as well. Sometimes I do this as octaves. I'll do it that way. Sometimes I do it this way as power chords, and sometimes I'll just do like that as well. I kind of like that one. That's like the same shape as the F minor 7 we did up here. Just down here, this is now a C sharp minor 7. And you can get an octave right there, or another like power chord shape. This shape right here, the frets are 4, 6, 4, 5, 4. And then when I go over, I think a lot of times I'll go for that voicing. Again, this is just what I like to do. I don't think this is exactly what they do on the recording. If you go to that power chord shape, this is like 4, 6, 7. And you put that whole thing together. And then we get into the next portion of the song, which I think you guys have tabs for it. The way I'll do it, I won't go through every single note, but it's and you could sort of leave out those last couple of hammer-ons and pull-offs if you want. I just like to throw them in there because I think they sound cool, and it sort of syncs up with what the trumpets would normally do there anyway. I'll just play that part really slowly so you can hear it. And then sometimes I'll slide in this thing. And then I'll do another sort of power chord hit right there at the end. That's just 4, 6, and 7. Yeah, and then that up to speed maybe a little bit more. Yeah, that's the way I like to go about doing it.